bunch of the boys were whooping it up at the Malamute Saloon. The kid who handles the music box was hitting a jag-time tune. Back at the bar, in a solo game, sat dangerous Dan McGrew. And watching his luck was his light of love, the lady that's known as Lou. There's some men that somehow just grip your eyes and hold them hard like a spell. And such was he, and he looked to me like a man who had lived in hell, with a face most hair and the dreary air of a dog whose day is done. And he watered the green stuff in his glass, and the drops fell one by one. Then I got to figuring who he was and wondering what he'd do. And I looked around, and there watching him was the lady that's known as Lou. Were you ever out in the great alone when the moon was awful clear, and the icy mountains hemmed you in with a silence you most could hear, with only the howl of a timber wolf, and you camped there in the cold, a half-dead thing in a stark dead world, clean mad for the muck called gold? While high overhead, green, yellow, and red, the north lights swept in bars, then you'll have a hunch what that music meant. Hunger, night, and the stars. Then of a sudden, the music changed, so soft that you scarce could hear. But you felt your life had been looted clean of all that it once held dear, that someone had stolen the woman you love, that her love was a devil's lie, that your guts were gone and the best for you was to crawl away and die. 'Twas the crowning cry of a heart's despair, and it thrilled you through and through. I guess I'll make it a spread misere, said dangerous Dan McGrew. Then I ducked my head and the lights went out and two guns blazed in the dark and a woman screamed and the lights went up. And two men lay stiff and stark, pitched on his head and pumped full of lead was dangerous Dan McGrew, while the man from the creeks lay clutched to the breast of the lady that's known as Lou.